Luka, first, just quickly, how was your back, and how did it kind of come through for the rest of the game after you had that fall?
I mean, it's not good at all, but I tried to go. So that's it.
Been a crazy couple of months. What stands out the most to you right now is after a tough series loss?
I mean, obviously sadness. I think I didn't play the way I should. I think as a team we didn't play the way we could. But I think congratulations to Minnesota. They play hell of a series. They were the better team, honestly.
You follow up the finals run last year with the first round exit this year, and obviously where you were playing was out of your control. What's your thought process in terms of like what you need to do to reach your goal to win a championship, whether it be your individual contributions or what this team needs to do to get towards that goal?
Yeah, I mean there's obviously a lot of different things we can do. I can do. Obviously, everybody got to get better, and we're gonna have a long summer, and we should focus on what we can improve as a team, as individuals, so everybody.
Luka, I know we're still 3 months away, but we probably won't get to talk to you before then. So August 2nd, you're extension eligible. Have you thought at all about your future in the summer?
I didn't think it yet. I've been focused on basketball, so obviously this is the time, now to think about everything.
Luka, slightly along those lines, how was your time as a Laker, big picture, after kind of shaking off the shock, or as much of it as you were able to shake off from the trade? What did you think about your time here, and can you see some sort of long-term future for yourself in this city and this organization?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great, honestly. The way the fans accepted me, it's been amazing. The way the community accepted me has been amazing. So I'm really glad that I'm here. I had a great couple months. Obviously trying to learn about everything, about the city, about the team. So just trying to process everything.
Luka, going through something like you did that was so huge, what do you think you've taken out of that experience mentally in terms of being tougher, or anything else that you've taken out of that?
Honestly, I don't know. It's just I'm mentally kind of exhausted for everything that happened. I know a lot of people won't believe me, but I am. So it's just, I think now it's time to process everything through it.
Luka, you had just a couple of months with JJ as a coach, but in those months, what did you make of him as a coach and the relationship you guys were able to build upon after being teammates back in Dallas?
Yeah, I think he's a hell of a coach. Not many coaches do the stuff he did in his first year, his rookie year, or however you want to say it. So I'm really glad I got coached by him this couple months. I feel sometimes like I'm back in Europe a little bit, so I love it. We have a great bond, so it's been nothing but amazing with him as a coach.
Luka, I asked LeBron this, but when you get traded midseason and you move to a situation where you're a dynamic ball handler, Austin Reeves is a dynamic ball handler, LeBron obviously is the best scorer in the history of the NBA. Where do you think you guys were at in the process of figuring out the best way to play with one another? And do you think that at all was a factor in kind of the fourth quarter struggles in this series? I think you guys only averaged 17 points in the fourth quarter with some of the best closers in the NBA.
I think it might be not. So how do we know? It's tough to get that chemistry on the court without any practices. So I'm really excited to have the preseason with those two, so we can learn about each other on court a lot. I look back like with Kyrie when he got traded to the Mavs. We didn't really connect on the court. Like we didn't really know each other's games. Obviously, see the game, but you don't see in the game as teammates. So we can see next year we had preseason together, and it was just amazing. And that's how I look at it. It's tough not having practices and that stuff, but I'm excited about the preseason having together, learning about each other.
Luka, ¿qué significa representar la playera de los Lakers? Siempre se habla que los jugadores del equipo se crecen contra esta franquicia. ¿Y crees que si es pues tan grande y sientes esa presión como lo que representa Real Madrid en Europa?
Bueno, no diría presión, pero es un orgullo representar uno de los mejores equipos del mundo. Y yo no diría que es presión, como he dicho, un orgullo representar los Lakers.
Hey, Luka.
Bless you.
This was obviously the toughest season of your career, through the shock, through the criticism, through the narratives, through it all. What did you learn about yourself?
I don't know what I learned about myself. Like I say, I think now it's going to be time to process everything. Just emotionally, just going through it all, looking back. So I'll let you know in the preseason what I learned about myself.
Luka, I wanted to zoom in kind of on this actual game. You scored 13 points in that third quarter, kind of helped propel that run that gave the team a second chance there to win the game. What did you see out there that you were able to take advantage of during that period?
I think we're just, defending well. Then we play with a lot of pace. So I just think of that, we're sharing the ball, we get everybody involved. So I think just that got us that spark.
The fact that you're going to enter into an offseason on a roster that has Luka Doncic, that secured the number 3 seed in the West in a really tough West this year, what type of thoughts does that give you about your end game? And how many more years will we see you play?
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. Something I sit down with my family, my wife, and my support group, and kind of just talk through it and see what happens, and then just have a conversation with myself on how long I want to continue to play. I don't know the answer to that right now, to be honest. So we'll see.
LeBron, basically from mid-January on, right when AD got injured, you guys started playing a lot of centerless basketball, and that required a lot from you and Doe and Rui and then Vando once he got back. Just from a physical, taxing standpoint, how tough was that for the last 3.5 months to play that style, and do you feel like that caught up at all in this series?
No comment. I'll never say that, because my guy AD said what he needed, and then he was gone the following week. So I got no comment. I put that uniform on every night. I gave everything I had, and that's all that matters.